to kick off for the Scarlets. The stadium is pretty much scarlet all around, as you'll probably see on that far side on your screen. And a good start is what Wayne Pivac mentioned to Catherine Heller earlier on.
The Cheetahs are off already.
But they've turned it over, and here's a great chance for the Scarlets. Here's Patchell out to Steph Evans, and this will be a walk-in for the win, and the Scarlets are on the board. Well, they took advantage of the quick turnover, and once you give Steph Evans a sight of the whitewash, it's good night, Irene.
It's exactly what the Cheetahs can't afford today. They need structure in their games of the Cheetahs. They've got a big line-out, big scrum presence throughout the game, but as soon as they've gone for an exit play, and it's just a simple knock-on, a quick turnover, and as all 70% of tries are scored these days through turnovers, it's just a simple early shift away from the contact there. Reece Patchell spotted the mismatch, has thrown a lovely miss one, real flat ball across the line. Steph Evans, he hasn't had to do anything but run it in from 10 metres out.
Davis darting around the blind once more. Hadley parks into the 22, gets it past the halfpenny, and it's as easy as that from the Scarlets. Brilliantly simple, but simply brilliant from the men in red.
Again, no, just look where it comes from. And it's a Cheetahs turnover again. It's that man Bloomcheese. He looks just throw it on the inside, but initially it was Patchell and Garth Davis up this left-hand side. We can just see now Venter goes through the hole into Bloomcheese, knock on. Patchell picks it up, and then they go from one edge of the field to the other. It's Garth Davis, Ken Over's managed to juggle, and again Garth Davis back in the game, looking for a second touch. Hadley Parks through the initial tackle. Halfpenny on the inside, takes it into the sticks to make his kick a lot easier. OJ with a turnover.
Tackle
again.
Stripped up before tackle's complete.
It's all happening now. Steph Evans spots a little gap. Evans into the 22. This is what he does best. And a little dink and dare from the wing. And is he going to score a wonder try? Oh, that's fantastic from Steph Evans. Out of nowhere. The little dink and dare behind the defence. And there was only one winner there. And it was that man, Steph Evans.
You've got to applaud him. He's very happy with himself there, and so he should be. But watch, it's come from, it's a double turnover effectively. First the Scarlets, then the Cheetahs, and he comes back on the side of the Scarlets. We can just see here, it's Tagbird and James Davis, but Rob Evans in lock, straight on the ball, straight away. Oxney stripped in contact. When you've got a man who beats defenders at will like Steph, you can just see him picking. That's when the mismatches come alive. Venter's got to make that tackle. Bloomcheese is in no man's land. He's on his heels, cracking recognition of space in the backfield, and Steph's just falling over it, falling on the ball over the try line. But it's what you can't afford to do against the Scarlets, is give cheap turnover ball, and that's all the Cheetahs have done.
Should of course apologise to any Munster fans listening. They'll have something to say about whether Leinster are going to be in the final as the Scarlets come again. Oh, brilliant offload. It's Bridie with a stroll in under the sticks for the Scarlets' fourth. And how simple was that?
Yeah, the last start that we mentioned, they had a line out on the far side of the field, and they got in the initial 3 phases, they got gain line. But just watch this. It's taken them 2 phases to bring it down. It's a lovely backfield. Again, we've already seen it today, just at the front of this line. See Johnny Evans coming around the corner, looking for the little run around. Dan Jones picks a lovely short ball to Scott Williams out the back door. Tom Pride just tracking on his left-hand shoulder, and he's taking it in.
For John Barclay, magnificent servant, and a well-deserved ovation as the caveman stuff comes on from the Scarlets. Tom Pridey, of all people, is in steerage class at the back. Perhaps he's sniffing a pushover. Try is given. Richie Reese will tell you who it was.
Yeah, it's James Davis, I think. There's no way Tom Pridey was getting that ball off James Davis' head, but I think it was James Davis. I think that's Ken was just leading the charge in front of him. We'll soon see, though.
Yeah, Ken was going for the phantom try, made sure he was last up, but didn't quite have the ball.
It definitely wasn't a ball there.
Yeah, James Davis awarded the try.
Yeah, you can just see James is locked on the ball there. Tom Pridey trying to get his hands on it, trying to be like a thief in the night, but there's no chance that was happening.
Scarlets are on the turnover again. Oh, Jonathan Evans. Well, what a beautiful half hint of a dummy. and nothing else to be said there. Opened up for him beautifully, and a stroll in for the scrum half.
Yeah, it's a cracking line he runs off this breakdown. Watch the width he gets, the ball movement in hands. He isolates Cortez, the tight end prop for the Cheetahs. He puts him in two minds. Will Boyd does well just to hold a little bit of width. But watch him, watch the architect. Oh, again, it comes from the Cheetahs turnover there. Their ball retention today has been absolutely horrendous. Their coaching setup can't be happy. But watch this line John Evans takes. He notices Cortez hanging out on that wing, but then it's between Cortez and T and Meyer. There's lack of communication. Lovely right.
Venter. Mapulji again.
Definite obstruction around the breakdown there on Wyn Jones.
Hands out, Scarlets!
No, they're encamped.
Don't come in the side.
Can they at least get something, the Cheetahs? Cut out pass, and they do get a try, and it's that man Bloomer Cheese who scores.
He didn't even go over the line himself.
There we are, he gets a round of applause as well, because he'll be a Scarlet next season, of course. Clayton Bloomer Cheese. I think he realises that. Well, at least he's wearing a Scarlet gum shield, Rich.
But that's a ball over the top from Venter. Hasn't actually crossed. They're trying to just dap the ball down. They've gone for the quick conversion, which was nowhere near. That's the first time they've got any sort of consecutive phases together.
Charles Moraes gets no change out of Hadley Parks that time. Ding through by Moraes, looking for Maxwani.
Oh.
Well, a picture tells 1,000 words, they say. And that's it. Not to be for Sibali Maxwani, not to be for the Cheetahs in this quarter-final. 43-8 they've gone down to the Scarlets. Thanks for joining Richie Rees and myself, Phil Steele, on the red button.